Hey girl, hey. So you're coming here means that you're watching the replay of the Wanted Woman live info session. We talk about a code, so I want to make sure that you get something special too. So here is the code that you want to write down right now. And as you hear about Wanted Woman live and you decide to join us, use that code for a special surprise catered just for you. I can't wait to meet you in person, sis. I'm so grateful that you're here to watch this replay. Watch it till the end. It's good, girl. Hear from the speakers, get loved on. Join me in South Florida, flying into Fort Lauderdale, October 4th through the 6th. I'll see you there. Bye. So tonight, I have some really special people with me, right? I have some really special people with me that will be speaking at this year's Wanted Woman Live. Ooh, y'all. Are y'all excited? Because I'm excited, right? So you know what I want to do? I think I want to play last year's recap video before we get started, just so you could get a little taste of what last year's experience was like. And if you came last year, I'd love for you to drop in the chat what an amazing time you had, just in case, just in case the folks for love. Just in case the folks don't know, what they're getting into, right? Just in case. So let's see if I can share my screen. Let's see if I could get my life in order as I share all of the things on my background. All right, let's see. Okay, bam. Here I go. All right, so y'all let me know that you could hear the volume on this video, okay? Of high five neighbors say it's time.
We got nothing.
Many of us have suffered. How many of you suffered from this type of thinking?
Let's wait for a moment.
If only I was smaller. If only I was bigger, right? If only I was lighter. If only I was darker. If only. Can we take out the excuses and make them our stepping stones? What if we started to believe in our dreams as much as we did our nightmares?
Jill, are you playing the video?
My standard's too high. Must he have all his teeth?
It's called press, but I can play.
I don't have to settle.
Yes.
You can play this on your end.
Yes.
And so I'm just really excited because I can find someone that
Are y'all saying you can't hear?
Yes, coach.
Can hear voices.
Oh, see, you gotta say something in the chat. I'm over here thinking you're seeing and hearing all of this. That's exactly what Okay, all right, let me try this again. Drop in the chat if you can hear. We gonna try it one more again. This is my life right now. Okay, so we gonna try one more again. All right, we gonna try one more again. Let's see here. All right, can you see that?
Yes, we
You
can
see
see
the
it
video?
now.
You can see it now? Okay, all right, I'm gonna press.
It's time to make room for
Yes.
love. High five your neighbor, say it's time.
Yes, thumbs up, Celeste. Jamal, yeah? Many of us have suffered. Have any of you suffered from this type of thinking? If only I was smaller. If only I was bigger, right? If only I was lighter. If only I was darker. If only. Can we take out the excuses
and make them our stepping stones? What if we started to believe in our dreams as much as we did our nightmares?
Oh, are my standards too high? Must he have all his teeth?
I would have to settle.
Yes. Yes.
And so I'm just really excited because I can find someone that I love.
Here we go. We riding. We riding. What's your name?
Heartbreak.
All right, Heartbreak is still here. Oh, stop. Whew. Excuse me. It's time to go. All right, still stop. With all of these negative thoughts, they're riding on your bus. But here's the thing. Every bus has a bus stop. And it's time for you to tell them to get off the bus.
I am someone's answered prayer.
I realized 12 years ago that my picker was broke.
So I'm really just excited about being honest with myself, being in a safe space to do that.
I feel safe. I feel wanted. I feel loved. I feel like I'm in the right place.
In person is a totally different experience, getting to actually hug and hold the hands of these women here and connect with them, looking them in their eyes, not having that distance of the entire country between us. I feel really seen and I feel really loved and poured into.
I see you. Come on. Does that look like a good time? Y'all, does that look like a good time? Go ahead and drop a yes in the chat. Drop a yes in the chat. You're like, you know what? That's a whole vibe, right, y'all? Like, could you feel the vibes? Did they capture it? Did they capture the vibes? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I love it. 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 Oh my goodness. So welcome y'all to the info session of Wanted Woman Live, the premier event for successful single women to just find community, to get loved on, for healing, for growth, for fun. It's all of the above. This is not a get a man weekend. Let's be very clear. This event is really about you. And what I know is, as a busy professional woman, you are always on the go. You know, the Surgeon General recently shared that there is an epidemic around loneliness that is happening in our world. It's so strong of an epidemic that there are countries that are assigning ministers of loneliness. That's how serious this is getting. And it's not just applicable to single people. Let me be very clear, because some people are like, oh, well, you know, if I get in the right relationship, that will cure everything. Not necessarily. Right? So what we believe here, there's something important about choosing the right person, because you could still end up marrying somebody, and you might have already done this, where you felt all alone in your relationship, where you felt lonely because they were never there for you emotionally and maybe just physically, or maybe neither. Anybody ever been through that? Drop a me in the chat. If you've ever been in a relationship and you ain't even feel like you was with anybody because they were so raggedy. Hello, drop a me in the chat. So this is not a man haters club either. Let's be clear. But what this is a place of celebration, that I celebrate you as a busy professional woman with many things on her plate, with so many goals, shattering all the glass ceilings, but understanding that love is something that should be at the base for everything else to fall in place. And we spend this weekend, we're talking about 3 days to pour into you. Our main focus is for you to just get loved on, for you to get away from the day-to-day hustle and bustle, from the kids, from the puppies, from the to-do list, from the family, from the elderly parents, from whatever, from your own mind, to be able to just relax, relate, release. Whew, right? And I have put together an all-star cast of individuals that I trust. Individuals that I know have your best interests at heart, and the opportunity for you to be able to continue with me throughout the year after this event, right? So it is just an amazing event in sunny South Florida, and this is your official invitation to join us. Okay. So for those of you who have accepted the invitation, drop I accept. Okay. So I want to know who is accepting this invitation to join me in sunny South Florida for you, right? You invest in your business, you invest in your career, you invest in all these other people. Hello? But how much do you invest in you? So consider this a personal development investment. You talk to your accountant about how to write it off, okay? But it is. You're going to learn some things to help shift your mindset around love. Here's the thing. I know for a fact that our parents don't teach us much when it comes to relationships. If you had parents that had a wonderful relationship growing up, usually it's by osmosis that you're just like, okay, this is how I think this should go. And then there's the set of parents that weren't that great when it came to teaching us about relationships. But what about you? Where's your relationship school? Where's your love school? And many of you might be like, well, you know, Coach Cass, I've been in therapy since I was like 2. Isn't that enough? No. Listen, we are always healing and always in a work of progress. You understand? Like he ain't through with us yet. So I really believe if you're of the same belief that we can always learn something new and be a better us. If that's you, drop a me in the chat. If that's you, drop a me in the chat, because I know for a fact that we can always grow. So whether you're scared to date, whether you're all right, tiptoeing into this dating thing, whether you're dating, in a relationship, engaged, right? Wherever you are in the spectrum, you're going to get something good at this event. Just taking time away to clear your mind and the rest will follow, right? Colorblind. Hey, you know, sometimes you got to dip across the water and find something new. Okay, anyway, so I don't want to keep my speakers waiting too long because they're very busy individuals with so many credentials. And I'm just excited that they decided to spend a little bit of time to share with you just a little bit of what they're bringing to the stage. So if y'all are ready to hear from my speakers, just a little something, go ahead and drop I'm ready in the chat. Let's see if they're ready. Oh my goodness. Tony said, I enjoyed the days of high energy and the music and the dancing. The bus skit was funny and was a great learning tool. The info shared so generously was awesome. I'm a lifelong learning. Come on, Tony. Oh, I'm here for it. Okay, come on, specificity. And that was last year. We have even more things, even more. We have even more things to share with y'all. So I think, should I do a sandwich, a man, a woman, then a man? I think I'm going to do it like that, right? Okay, so we're going to have Brother Jamal. We're going to have Brother Jamal share first. So Brother Jamal, let me tell you about Jamal Valaire. Recently retired from our good old military. So excited for this brother, right? I think he's more excited than I am, but I'm excited for him. I met Jamal on Clubhouse. Remember the Clubhouse days, y'all? Drop a yes in the chat if y'all remember the Clubhouse days where you would fall asleep like listening to people's voices. And Andy and I used to do different rooms on Clubhouses, in our Clubhouses, and Jamal would step in and he would just like blow it out the water. You know, when it's just like, okay, you know, like every single time though, like every single time, this man had something beautiful to share from the heart. He's a man that loves his wife, right? He has beautiful children, and he is just a man on a mission to help change your mindset. How many of y'all know sometimes we could suffer from some stinking thinking, right? Some stinking, like, man, that's funky, right? Especially when you get around the wrong kind of folk. So he is a neurological scientist. He is just amazing, right? Like he is a neuroscience performance coach. Okay. This man can break down a mindset and get you shook and all the way together in 5 minutes. The man is good. He is good. So I just wanted him to come to the stage just for a little bit to share a little something of why you should join us at Wanted Woman Live. And if he convinces you, you just go ahead and drop I'm in, right? Because yes, we are going to drop the link, and we do have a special code for those of you that sign up during our event live. So what I will do is after Brother Jamal, we will drop the link as well as the code so we could get you on your way for those who do not have their ticket yet, right? Okay, so make sure if y'all are committed to stay until the end to hear all this goodness, go ahead and drop I commit in the chat. Drop I commit, drop I commit. Ooh, Rena says, I'm so excited to see Jamal again and finally meet the wonderful Celeste in person. Both have been such a blessing to me. So Rena's a part of our Real Love Network. And so our experts come from within the vault of what we share with our amazing women all year round. So this is good. This is good. All right. So Renee says she's committed. Renee, the only one that's committed. Okay. Let's take a moment. Okay. Let me find some water. Yeah. Renee, the only one committed to staying, Jamal. This is just real. Anybody else committed? Come on. Okay. Now we got some folks.
They
Now we
started
got
trickling.
now they trickling in, right? Okay, brother Jamal, go ahead. Thank you, my brother from another mother. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. First, let me just give, Coach Cass her flowers for just being remarkable and just consistently saying, how can I add value to your life? Many times I know we have these images of like, if I get the car, I get the house, I get the good job, I get all the things, then I have everything I need. And what I love most about Coach Cass is her authenticity, but her commitment to saying, hey, it's a love journey. And many times we just wake up and expect to run into love, or we lock ourselves in the house and somebody got to break in to find us so we can find love. And what I love is she's really serious about doing the work. Like, it's not, I'm going to just gas you up and make you feel like you're amazing and leave you with no substance. And so I just wanted to take the time just to celebrate and honor her for her commitment to her vision, her commitment to being different from what is most popular, but her commitment to saying, I want to make sure that I pour into these women. They pour so much into other people, and who is pouring into them so they can have the forever love that they've been praying for. My name is Jamal Blair. I'm not going to be before you long, but I want to just take the time to be able to ask you, how long? How long are you going to spend time fighting the negative belief system that love happens for everybody else, but it can't happen for you? How long are you going to continuously just keep on scrolling but not taking action? How long are you going to say, you know what, I'm so tired of the dating pool, and not understanding that you might need to get into a different environment to shift your mindset, to shift your belief system? What if my belief system is in the way of being able to see the person I've been praying for? Many times we have these mindset blocks or these limiting beliefs or these stories that we tell ourselves, and it's on repeat. They said 90% of the thoughts that we think yesterday is the same ones that we bring in today. And so if our belief system is about love is for example, love is hard, right? Love requires betrayal and disappointment. Your subconscious mind says, we don't want that. We don't need that. And then even when you get healthy love, many times, in the comments, how many of you say right now, I'm ready for forever love? In the comments section, how many of you are ready for forever love? And what I've learned is sometimes, what if forever love seems foreign? Your conscious mind say, I may want it, but your subconscious mind said this is foreign. And the brain is not designed for fulfillment. It's designed for safety. And so what I have learned is sometimes if you ever prayed for something and got it and was so scared that you won't be able to maintain it, or it overwhelmed you, or you found ways to self-sabotage, you had something good, you'd be like, I'm going to mess it up. Or things were going too good for too long, you'd be like, let me find something wrong. And so what I want to challenge is that belief system, that subconscious belief. 95% of who we are is based on our subconscious mind. And I want to kind of just tap into some of those belief systems that might be just hanging out in the background. You know, when I say background, I want you to think of your phone. And it doesn't matter if you're Android, I'm not going to hold it against you. But if you think about your phone, if you have too many apps open, the battery dies out, right? And so many times you may have too many things that are feeding for your attention, mentally, spiritually, financially, and even when it comes to the love space. And so what if we were able to close out some of those limiting apps, limiting beliefs about who you are, about your worthiness, that you're wanted, that you're valuable, that you're special, and you're worth the wait. Many times we're like, well, it's not happening quick enough, so let me just speed up the process. And then we end up with more heartbreak and more frustration. And so what I want to challenge is what if you got an opportunity to come down to Florida in the wonderful weather, and you had people just pour into you, just love on you, support you, encourage you, telling you your biggest dreams are real, but also give you some steps on how to be able to move forward. I know you've done a lot of conferences throughout the week, but I guarantee you've never done a conference like this. Because what Coach Cass puts together, she curates an experience where you may come empty or you may come halfway full, but we're going to make sure we pour completely into you so you're completely full. And I don't know if you're on E. You know when people say, I know my car? You're like, you know that thing is going on. You're like, I know my car. I don't know where you are in your love journey, but I want to invite you to an opportunity where you can be poured into, where you can be supported, where you can have people where you don't have to shrink, where you don't have to worry about, I'm going to just give them 20, 30% of me because they can't handle, I've been told I've been too much for too long. And so I've conditioned myself to shrink in rooms where I really want to shine. And so I want to admonish you, you're worth the investment. You're worth the investment to say, you know what, even though it's at the end of the year, I want to make sure that the rest of the year and the year coming, I'm prepared for forever love. And so I want to challenge some of those limiting beliefs. I want to give you some exercises that's going to allow you to be able to see where you're stuck and how to overcome that hurdle. And so if you're ready to be able to say, you know what, I've been investing in my business, I've been investing in real estate, I've been investing in all these different things, but you have an unchecked box when it comes to your love journey. I would love for you to come in and just hang out with us. I can guarantee you, and I don't make a lot of guarantees, but I can guarantee you, if you come, you're going to be full. We're going to make sure that emotionally and spiritually that you're poured into so much that you say, you know what, I now know what I was missing. Sometimes we don't know what you're missing. I guarantee you it's going to be an experience. This is not where we just say, you know, you're going to be amazing. You're going to do some work, but it's going to be work that's going to allow you to be able to see the things that are in your way, but also see the love that's been waiting for you the entire time. So I can't wait to see you. The coaches, the speakers, we've invested our time to be able to say, we want to pour in. But it's not where we're going to just come and just take something from you. And then if you want the opportunity to be able to say, you know what, I want to be a part of a community. I don't have a community that's going to be able to support me when it comes to my emotional intelligence and being able to find my love for myself, but for my spouse. You might get into a relationship and you realize, oh man, it takes more work to be able to maintain it because I got to deal with somebody else's personality. And so this is where we now help you navigate that and where you're not finding ways to self-sabotage the very thing that you prayed for. Coach Kath?
Sucky. Y'all ain't ready. Oh my goodness, y'all ain't ready. Y'all see my brother Jamal? Do y'all see my brother Jamal? He said, are y'all walking around empty? Just overloaded. I know my phone. I know Andy's phone definitely is overloaded. He can't even take a picture. Y'all ever been in that place? We just try and take a picture of the cute baby, the cute dog, the cute duck, the sunset, and it's just like, ooh, storage full, right? Overfull of foolishness, right? How many of us need to clear house, to clean out, to make room for something new? Go ahead and drop make room in the chat. Drop make room in the chat. Jel, go ahead and put the code with that, right? We said we tell the code to the ladies who are here live on the Zoom, right? Our special code that's going to expire when this live expires. Are y'all hearing me? So go ahead and drop the link and the code, Jel. The link and the code that's going to expire when this live expires. So when we shut down this here Zoom, it's over, right? It's over. This wonderful discount is over. So for those of you that have been wondering if they should make room, wondering if they should come to Fort Lauderdale, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to come on down. Like Price is Right. Come on down. Right. So if y'all want to meet Brother Jamal, he is married. Okay. He's married, but he has good information for you. All right. So Jel went ahead and put the code, but put that it's going to end at the end of this live. Okay. So I'm not even going to say the code. Okay. It's in the chat of the Zoom. Y'all got to get on the Zoom to get the code. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Brother Jamal. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. All right. So now I have someone really special. So I met this woman in the streets of Atlanta, right? We were both at a business conference and I was sitting there praying about a therapist to bring to our community, someone who could lay it on down to help shift the way we deal with our trauma, the way we deal with our stuff. How many of us have ever had stuff that we need to deal with? Go ahead and say me in the chat. Go ahead and say me in the chat. Have you ever had some stuff that you have to deal with? So our sister Celeste Curry, she's an author. She is someone who deals with trauma. She's the one of how it lives in our body. There's just so many aspects that we don't even understand of why we do what we do is because of what has happened, right? To us, for us, through us. And so Celeste is going to share with us at Wanted Woman Live some really good things. So I just wanted her to come to the stage. She wearing a good color today. Ooh, what a good color. You dressed up for us, huh? I feel special. I feel so special. I see it, girl. I see the effort. It's fabulous. Okay. So y'all come help me. Oh, thank you, Lori. Oh, see you in October, sis. So Lori's already signed up. Congratulations, Lori. So excited to have you guys. And as you guys sign up, drop, hey, I signed up, right, in the chat. So we know, so we could celebrate you in the chat if you sign up here. Okay. All right. Boom. All right. So let's go ahead and get Sister Celeste to come to the stage. Welcome to the stage, Celeste. Hey, sis.
Coach Cass, I'm so excited. When I tell you, I'm going to tell everybody, even though I have known Coach Cass for a little while, when she decided to ask me to be, well, actually, I was talking to you and you were like, wait a minute, and then she had the nerves to grill me, y'all. Despite she loves the Real Love Network so much that she was like, I don't care who you are. I don't care how I met you. I don't care how long I've known you. You will qualify. And I'm like, well, dog, all my degrees and experience, they don't do that. And she's like, no, my people are just too important to me. So when I tell you, Coach Cass, the love that you give to your community makes me have to make sure every time I come on as your resident therapist to your women that I have to step it up and step it up and step it up, because you're given grade A. I can't come grade B. So I'm so excited to meet all of the ladies in person. Ladies, I'm the one that I have you crying. I dig things up. And so come on and give me that big hug so we can heal in person together. So tonight, I'm just going to share just a little something with you. Wanted woman. And as Jamal was talking about, I just salute you because you make such a difference in everybody else's lives around you while having to still uphold your own heart. So I want everybody, as I get into I'm getting ready to just go in. So before I do, I need you to inhale the awareness that you are amazing, that you are great. And I want you to exhale everything that tried to come at you today that will prevent you from getting everything that God designed for you to get on tonight. You need to get prepared for Wanted Woman Live, but we're getting you prepared tonight. So ready? We're going to inhale all that awareness of your amazing goodness. Ready? Inhale. And exhale where everybody can hear you. Okay, let it out. We're releasing. Okay. So the truth, ladies, is that your heart doesn't get what it wants. Your heart gets what it is prepared for. Preparation is when availability meets opportunity. Let me help you. Your opportunity to attract the man of your dreams is dependent on how available your heart is. Having a desire for love does not mean that you're actually ready. And I know you like Celeste, but I'm ready. I've been ready. You think that your heart is ready, but your heart is not prepared to actually enter into that abundant level of intimacy that give and receive, that's uninhibited, that's not locked up in chains. Your heart, ladies, has a mind of its own. It does not take verbal suggestions, and it's not even listening to you because it blames you for what happened to it the last time. You let him off the hook, but not yourself. At Wanted Woman Live, I will be making room in your heart because after what you've been through, some of your hearts look like the show Hoarders. Hasn't been cleaned up through all the mess. People come in, have to go through the mess. They leave more mess. And then you want the man of your dreams to come in and see through all of it, to love you. While you are so worthy of it all, your heart needs to be free and clear to be made available. Now, the definition of available, ladies, according to Google, is it's able to be used or obtained, not otherwise occupied, free to do something new. How many of y'all want something new? That old stuff you experienced, it just didn't work, right? But your heart has to be available in order to do something new. Wanted woman, is your heart available for love? Put it in the chat. Be honest. Is it not otherwise occupied with past hurt, drama, and trauma? Is it free to do something new? And is it able to be put to good use and obtained by the man that wants to find you as his good thing? At Wanted Woman Live, we are preparing your hearts, like Jamal said. We're preparing your hearts to be available. And then and only then can you wake up next to that man that is above what you could think or ask, that protects instead of pulls, and that provides rather than rides on you. Bring your broken hearts, your lonely hearts, your halfway healed hearts, your pure hearts, and we're going to get them prepared to be placed. So get your tickets now. Coach Cass already talked about it. I need y'all to go get your tickets now before they sell out, because they absolutely will sell out. Coach Cass, I need the share. I need to be able to share something right quick, please, if you can enable me. And so, but get your tickets now before they sell out. And I want you to look at the cost of your heart not being here, okay? I need y'all. Sometimes we look at the cost of different things, but I need you to look at the cost of your heart not being here. Make it no other option. Your life will never be the same, ladies. Coming available soon. That's your heart coming available soon. October 4th through the 6th at Wanted Woman Live. So I look forward to meeting all of you. I'm hugging. I can't wait to hug and kiss on all of y'all. And they say my hugs heal. Y'all know I'm also a natural health practitioner. So they say my hugs heal. So I look forward to healing and loving on y'all. Wanted Woman Live, October 4th through the 6th. And get your people here that you want their hearts to be healed too. So, all right. Thank you so much, Coach Cass, for choosing me. And I love your women. You ladies, you know I love you guys so much. And I can't wait to see you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Celeste. Man, she even created an image for us, y'all. I feel so special. Now, my husband would say I have too many things on the wall in my office already, but I think I'm going to print that one out. That's good. Like how that unchained heart. Now, Celeste, that brings me back to my dating days, right? So I had a friend that I worked with at my job when I was working a job. And I remember while I was dating, he would draw little stick figures. Like I'm a little stick figure. He was like a graphic designer, and he would draw this wall, right, around me. And he's like, yo, Cass, this is you. Right. I'm like, oh, why you gotta be so mean with it though? Right. Why would you see me or something, bro? Like, why you coming for me? And I remember when I started dating Andy and, like just the process and how everything shifted, and I should have kept the picture, but it was like a picture of me breaking through the wall. And it made me cry. And that's what that image just reminded me of, like that unchained heart, right? Your heart being able to be released from all of that stuff, all of that muck, all of the things that we go through, to be fully healed and whole, ready to love. Oh, that's so, thank you, Celeste.
And that's why you're the best one to lead these women's hearts to the man of their dreams, because you get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Thank you, Celeste. I appreciate you and your outfit. Love the colors. Thank you, Celeste. So y'all just heard from Celeste Curry, who will be here at Wanted Woman Live October 4th through the 6th. You're flying into Fort Lauderdale, Florida on the 3rd. So you come in Thursday, so you could be up bright and early on Friday for us to get started. So you fly in Thursday, you fly out Sunday after 1 p.m. Okay. So what's happening on those days, right? So on Friday, we're going to have a good time. Me, Celeste, and Jamal are going to come at you on Friday. Back to back, bam, 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 bam. And then we also have our host, comedian Allison Moore, who's going to show you practically how to improv, like how to communicate. I know for some of you, communication could be a little bit much. Even as an extreme extrovert, I still struggle with communication at times. So you're going to have some practice on the spot in terms of striking up new conversations. So here's what I know. Some of you are absolutely cool and calm when it comes to dating. Some of y'all are like, so wherever you are in between the spectrum, it's for you. It's good to have a practice ground to get poured into, to be able to practice, a safe space, a judgment-free zone, a place where you accepted and loved as you are, as a wanted woman. Y'all see this? Wanted. Wanted means woman achieving new triumphs every day. Y'all got that? Wanted. All right. Say, I am wanted in the chat. And just in case you didn't see in the chat, Jell has dropped the code. Okay. This code expires when I end this Zoom. Are y'all hearing me? And so if you sign up tonight, go ahead and drop I'm signed up, right? So if y'all are already signed up, I know some of you are here that are already signed up. Go ahead and say I'm signed up in the chat so we could celebrate you too, sis. You coming? If you coming, come on. So go to wantedwomanlive.com. Put that special code in to get that money off. Do y'all see how much money that is you're going to get off for signing up while we're live? Okay, that expires when we end the Zoom. So get to it. Rena says, I'm signed up. Yes. Rakia, is it Rakia or Rakia? Come off of mute, girl, because I don't want to be saying your name wrong for the next 30 days, okay? Carolyn says, I'm signed up. Renee says, I'm signed up. Michelle says, I'm signed up. Karen says, I'm signed up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Come on, y'all. All right. So join the crew. Ursula says, I'm signed up. Just so you got, Rita says, I've been signed up since last year. Okay. I don't play around. Some of y'all play around. So just so you guys know, there are only 4 spots left for VIP. Okay. There are only 4 spots left for VIP. Some of y'all were born VIP. You're like, I don't miss VIP. Okay. So understand that there are 4 spots left for our VIP section. Okay. And you can get all the information on the website. Okay. Okay. Y'all got it? Okay. It says, I'm VIP, honey. Okay. I got y'all. Okay. So now this is a short Zoom. So get it together. If you're in the middle of signing up, go ahead and say, I'm in the middle, right? So we know. Are you in the middle of signing up? Go ahead and drop, I'm in the middle, so we know where y'all are at. Okay. So welcome. For those who just joined us, this is an info session for Wanted Woman Live, the premier event for successful single women who are flying in from all over the country. Can I tell y'all how crazy it is that I have more women that are flying in from Cali, Maryland, Virginia? Drop your state in the chat, right? Than I do in Florida. People in my backyard be like, I don't know. Like, all they got to do is like get out their bed to come on over. And they're like, I don't know. I gotta see. You know, this summer, my husband and I, we toured. We toured out here, okay? We went to Maryland. Hello? We went to Virginia. No, we didn't go to Virginia. Ursula would have beat me. Okay, we went to Maryland. We went to New York. We went to Dallas. We went to Houston. We went to Bali. Hey, we went to Canada. Okay, we went all over the land to see y'all in person, right? We went all over the land. Yes, all over the land to see y'all in person. So you guys, we had a really good time meeting y'all. And I just love that sometimes you have to get out of your backyard in order to connect with people who see you, right? And I'll let that lie where it lies when it comes to everything that you have going on in your life. You know, sometimes you feel like you might be in a stuck or a sunken place. And sometimes you just need to shift. Sometimes you need to move. Sometimes you need to move in your atmosphere. Sometimes you need to see something new. So for some of you, you just need to come to see what's real, to see what's possible, to see what's available to you. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? If you get it, say, I get it, Coach Cass. I get it. Yeah, Marina, I was on a world tour. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Sis is tired. You know, the Surgeon General also said that parenting and the stress that we feel is a new problem in society of how many things. Just think about it. You know, for my parents in the room, anybody here, a parent, drop me in the chat, right? Any parents in the room? So, you know, currently we are more intentional with our parenting, but as an entrepreneur, as a spouse, as a girlfriend, as a dating person, as a mom, it's a lot, right? So 5 seconds before this started, I'm over here trying to, let's study for the math test. Let's do the spelling quiz. Let's fix these things on the paper. Let's feed you. Let's hug you. Let's make sure you feel loved. How you feeling? Let me hear the stories. Yet still trying to make sure that I'm here for you guys. Sisters, I text Jamal. Hallelujah. I said, Jamal, because I thought I closed my eyes, y'all. Y'all okay if I'm real? Is that okay? Say it's okay, right? So if y'all ain't never met me, I'm gonna be transparent, right? So my husband so kindly went to go pick up my daughter, right? And I said, you know what? Instead of staying on this computer, I should just close my eyes for a moment. And I set my alarm clock for 7. I closed my eyes at 6. When I woke up at 7, I thought it was at 7 a.m., y'all. My whole house was missing. And I looked out the window. I saw my husband's car door open, but it looked like they were leaving for school. And I was just like, he didn't wake me up for the info session? Wait, Jamal didn't call me? Celeste didn't call me? Where is everybody? I literally had a frantic episode. And then I text Jamal. I said, Jamal. And he texted me back, Cass. What? And I'm like, oh, is it 7 p.m.? Oh, is it in just like 50 minutes? Oh, never mind, right? And he's like, is your tired? Yes, right? So here's the thing. Tickets are going to sell out and we are going to stop selling tickets. Why? Because I want to get past this part to continue to be able to pour into all of you. For those who don't know, this event is like an unconference. It's more of an oasis created for successful single women to get loved on, to be loved, to be seen, to be heard, to be poured into, for your mindset to be shifted and to be challenged, for us to dance, for us to sing, for us to have a good time, and for us to be able to release. There's so many good things. And so leading up to the event, I like to dig deep within and then also talk to my crew about how we could fully come together in sync to be able to pour into you. And I can't do that if I'm focused on selling tickets, right? Like I don't wanna, right? So let's just be very clear. So for those of you that are last minute, they're like, oh, I'll just buy whatever the ticket price on the day of is, which on the day of the event, it's gonna be $1,200 to get in the room, right? So you don't want to wait until the day of. And also, guess what? We're not gonna be selling tickets at the door. Okay, so let's be very clear, because some of the last minute has not been serving you. We do still have a few payment plans available. So I invite you to look into that. But right now, I'm going to say, sis, you want to get your ticket. So if you're in the middle of signing up and getting your ticket now while this discount is still live before the end of this Zoom, go ahead, I'm in the middle, right? I want to know who's in the middle of signing up. And for those who've already signed up, congratulations to all of you. Hey, Rena. Hey, Karen. Hey, Ursula. Hey, Renee. Come on, Rakaya. Is it Rakaya or Rakia? You just not going to come off mute and tell me how I say your name. You just not gonna say.
I'm sorry, Coach Cass. It's Rakia.
Thank you, dear. Okay, Rakia. Thank you, dear. I'm like, I know you already signed up, and I don't want you to be out here like, she keeps saying my name wrong. Like, okay, Rakia. I'm excited.
Thank you.
I am so excited to meet you in person, sis. So excited. Yes. Come on. All right, y'all. So up next, I had somebody really special to me. Why is he really special to me? He my husband. So I am one of those relationship coaches that are actually married. I'm gonna just leave it right there, right? And we have a beautiful baby girl. And I have been coaching for about 20 years. And I remember when I was transitioning to love coaching, and I was scared, right? I was scared because I didn't have the divorce story and the horror stories of being married for 72 years and 13 children and all the things, right? And there was a part of me that was like, what if I build it and they don't come? What if they don't hear me? What if, right? What if? And all those self-limiting beliefs. And, it was Andy that spoke life into my spirit. It was Andy that believed in me, even though I act up sometimes. It was Andy who said, girl, you are more than qualified, right? And so I'm just grateful for this man. He is the master storyteller himself, amazing business owner, my baby daddy, my husband, my dance partner, my silly person, my handyman, my fix-it man, my crying shoulder. He's my everything. Well, right outside of Jesus, of course. But I want to bring to you Andy, who will share just a little bit of, why you should come to Wanted Woman Live. So Andy, let me bring you to the stage, my brother. Hey, honey, I love you.
What's up, Coach Cass? Wanted Woman Live, going down, baby. Hey, let me go ahead and say this real quick. So me and Coach Cass, we are about 4 months into us dating, right? And then I get a message from her, and she's like, babe, I saw this conference, I want us to go to this conference. I'm like, okay, cool, because this is not uncommon. Me and Coach Cass, we actually met at a conference all the way in California. We're both into personal development. So I'm like, this is normal. Of course we're dating, and she wants us to go to a conference. So I remember that day, we get in the car, it's a Saturday, we're driving. I'm like, hey, where's this conference at? She's like, oh, it's at this church or whatever like that. I'm like, cool. They're hosting a conference at the church. All right, maybe this is about our faith and so forth. And I get out the car, and as soon as I get out the car, I'm looking around, I'm like, man, this conference look like ain't nothing but married couples coming to this conference. Like they don't even, like, everybody holding hands. They moving like car seats, baby car seats around there. I'm like, yeah, but we might be going to the single section, you know what I mean? So then when I walk in, I start seeing the signage, right? And all the signage has the word marriage, married, couples. And I'm like, what is going on? And so finally, I stop and I look at one of these signs, and Coach Cass had me about 4 months in, and we at a marriage conference, y'all. We had a marriage conference. So when we get up in there at the marriage conference, I'm all tight now, right? Because I'm like, I don't know what this is. I don't know if there's some kind of ambush. I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting back. I'm crossing my arms. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Kaz, what's going on? She's like, no, babe. I'm just doing research. This is my area. I'm just trying to make sure everything is good. And as I'm sitting there, at first, I'm so uptight. But then as I'm watching her, I come to realize that this is her magnificent obsession. And I was realizing that that is exactly who she is. She is so obsessed with what makes relationships work. She's so obsessed with the work that needed to be done. And I'm reflecting back, here we are 10 years into our marriage. And I realized that what she was doing is she was putting in the work for what she expected in her life, right? And so what I love about what Dr. Celeste was saying, and I want you to think about this, and I want you to write this down, you don't get out of life what you want, you get out of life what you expect. You see, Coach Kaz expected to be in a happy, fulfilling relationship. She expected to get married. Like, I want to make sure you understand what I mean by this. I remember another time we're standing in the kitchen, and I'm in the kitchen, and at this point we are engaged, and I see Coach Kaz look over at me, and she looks over at this image that's behind me over my shoulder, and she looks back over at me, and as she looks at this image, and now I'm getting a little like worried, like what is going on right now? And she goes, oh my gosh, you're him. And I'm like, him who? What are you seeing, right? And I forgot at that time she had a vision board that was on the wall in the kitchen. And the guy in the vision board was wearing this button-down shirt that was almost like a fuchsia type of button-down shirt. And it just so happened that I had on a button-down shirt that looked exactly the same with the same color. And what I had never thought, because I was just like, she likes to do this vision board thing. I had never realized that what she actually had up on the board was what she was envisioning for herself and for her relationships in the future. Now, I bring that up to you because here's what I want you to understand. There's a lot of people, if you go around and you ask them what is it that they want, they'll tell you, I want to be in a happy, fulfilling relationship. I want to have joy. I want to have commitment. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to have somebody that could be my cheerleader. I want to have somebody that I could come to in those moments, right? But then here's the thing. When you ask them the question, what are you doing in preparation for that person? What are you doing to demonstrate that you're expecting that in your life? Crickets. Why? Because they don't have what you're about to get at Wanted Woman Live. They're not putting themselves in an environment where they're going to get fed, where they're going to get the community, where they're going to get the strategies, where they're going to get the things that they need to be able to get to that next level. But most importantly, to do the internal work so they can have the relationship that they want. Me and Coach Kaz sit down all the time when we're having a conversation. Here's one of the things that I say to her. I say, Coach Kaz, had I gotten with you any earlier, there's 100% chance that I would have messed it up. And the reason why I say that to her is because I realized that I had some work that I needed to do, and she had some work that she needed to do. There's a saying that we've heard a lot of times in business is, listen, if you take care of me, then I'll take care of you. But the reality of it is, for your future husband, for your future spouse, you got to take care of you for them, and they need to take care of themselves for you. In other words, you got to be two whole people coming together. I Want a Woman Live, let me explain something that I witnessed that I see every single time in the room. Not only do I see Coach Kaz behind the scenes meeting up with her team and literally hashing out for hours the experience that they want to curate for you, that are thinking meticulously about what is the experience going to be like, who are going to be the speakers, what are the things that we're going to do to be able to set these women up to be able to have a breakthrough, can we support them at Want a Woman Live, and how can we continue to support them even after they leave Want a Woman Live. Like, I'm witnessing this over and over and over, but most importantly, here's the other thing that I watch. I watch somebody who is 100% congruent because I watched her do the work that was necessary for us to be able to have the relationship that we have today. And I share this with you because I want you to understand something, right? That there is somebody who's out there that God has literally formed this person in their mother's womb, thinking of you. And this person is going to be your helpmate. This person is going to be your spouse. And there's only one question, and that is, would you have done the work so that that person can come into your life? Or are you still going to be repeating old patterns where you're not able to go ahead and allow that person to come in? And the reason why you need to clear your calendar, the reason why you need to make sure that you're in the room, the reason why you need to make it to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, is because your future spouse, your future husband, your future helpmate is waiting on you to do the work. And there's a great, great possibility for all of you, if you are over the age of 30, that there's a possibility that you already know that person, or you're one click away from meeting that person, or one introduction. As far as the person, they're there. The only question is will you be prepared? And I'm telling you right now, this is the opportunity for you to get prepared so that you can work through the old luggage, so you can get past those self-defeating beliefs, so you can acknowledge and find those patterns that are happening in your life, and find those places where you've been self-sabotaging, and finally make room for the thing that you want. It is happening in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at Wanted Woman Live. And the only question is, will you be there? Here's what I know. Coach Kaz gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. The speakers are gonna be there. Your breakthrough is gonna be there. Your next level is gonna be there, right? The beginning of the very thing that you've been wanting is gonna be there. Everything that you're searching for, community, is gonna be there. Palm trees are gonna be there. Beautiful beaches are gonna be there, right? Beautiful people are gonna be there. The only question is will you be there? Now, here's the thing I do want you to understand. When you are on the verge of doing something significant in your life, when you're on the verge of being able to create a shift, a change in your life, when you're on the verge of experiencing a breakthrough, when you're on the verge of attracting the thing that you want, I can assure you that there's going to be things that show up to try to distract you. And I'm talking to the people who already have their ticket. So for those of you who already have your ticket, things are going to come up to try to keep you out of the room. Don't let it happen. For those of you who don't have your ticket yet, all kind of internal dialogue is going to come up to try to keep you from getting in the room. It is a human principle. This is what happens. Write this down real quickly. Expect to be tested. And I'm telling you this in advance because I want you to understand that your breakthrough is waiting for you in Fort Lauderdale. But the only question is will you be there? And I don't want you to make the mistake like, oh, Coach Kaz, I was trying to sign up, but something happened to my computer, so maybe it wasn't worth it. Oh, Coach Kaz, I was getting ready to sign up, but I just was talking to my ex-husband and come to find out that weekend ends up falling on my weekend. Hey, Coach Kaz, I was on my way to sign up, but I just realized like I have something else and I'm not sure if I can clear my calendar. And maybe it's a sign I shouldn't come. No. That is just exactly what is going to happen. You should expect to be tested. And when you see those things, what you need to look at it is not like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go, but rather, oh, wait a second. Andy told me that whenever you're expecting to experience a breakthrough, expect to be tested. These things are going to show up. And so I know these things are going to happen. Thank you, life. I knew this was coming. What arrangements am I going to make so I can make sure I'm in the room? So here's what I know. Your breakthrough is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Your future spouse that you're going to prepare for, the preparation work is going to happen in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Like this community you've been looking for is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The only question is, will you get there? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop the link. And let me tell you the difference between people who experience the breakthroughs that they want in life and the people who don't. The people who experience the breakthroughs that they want in life, here's what they do. They commit first to the thing that they want, and then they figure it out. The people who sit on the sidelines of their goals and their dreams, and the people who don't get the thing that they want, you know what they do? They say, I'm going to figure it out and then I'll commit. And then you check with them a week later, a month later, 3 years later, and they're still trying to figure it out and they haven't committed. You are one commitment away from being able to experience the breakthrough that you want. And that commitment is you getting in the room at Wanted Woman Live. So listen here, we're going to drop the link. Make sure you secure your spot, not for Coach Cass, not for me, not for the speakers, not for all of the amazing insight that you're going to receive, not for the amazing community, not for the palm trees, not for the beaches. All those things is just gravy on top. I want you to do that for you because you deserve it. And there is literally somebody who is waiting on you to do the work so that they can come into your life. And so here's what I say. Let's get to work, baby. Get in the room, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Let's go. We go drop the link. Make sure you take advantage of these savings. I think you saving so like $300 on your ticket. Get in the room. Get in that VIP. And I will see you in Fort Lauderdale, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. I love you. Oh, let me just share this, right? Andy got all his own things going on, especially just trying to put this baby to bed. So I just want to say in front of all these people near and far that I love you and I appreciate you and I'm thankful to do this thing called life with you. Thanks, babe.
Me too, babe.
Me too. Heart.
Aww.
Little pumpkin. Oh my goodness. All right. So what I'd love to do is I'd love to hear from maybe 2 or 3 of y'all that came to last year's Wanted Woman Live and what made you say yes to coming back, right? So I'd love for 2 or 3 of y'all to come to the stage to share your experience, right? Because it's one thing to hear from us, the professionals, the people putting it on, the people trying to pour into you, but there's some of you that are coming and have signed up and you came last year. So it was so good that you're coming back. So I'd love to hear from you. So let me get 2 or 3 y'all. Let's see if I can shout y'all out. Now, I don't know what atmospheres y'all are in. So if you could at least unmute your mic, if not your video, that would be great. Rena, Rena, you here? You said you was traveling. Okay, let's see if we can
I just got off the train. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Rena. What's up, girl?
You know I'm your ultimate hype girl, Coach Cass. So last year is when I first met you and I came to the conference. And like I always tell everyone, it was life-changing for me. The community is why I'm coming back. And obviously to just get more of the healing and the help that I need in my journey to find love. Meeting you was a very, very special thing. Meeting the ladies in the Real Love Network, I've forged some great connections with wonderful women. And it will just give you the tools that you need to go further. And I was just floating after the conference last year for months. I was just riding on the wave. Jamal is always with a good word. Miss Celeste, she had me crying one day. I was like, now, why are you in my head, lady? Get out of my head. So I loved Andy and his little shimmering last year. So it is just, ladies, I just encourage you, if you can come, you will not regret it. You will have such a good time. The weather was beautiful. We laughed, we danced, we swam, we ate good food, drank good drinks, and it's lit, as the kids say. You have to be there.
I appreciate you, Rena. Come on, lit, as the kids say. Shoot, I love you, Rena. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you.
Love you
and
too,
look,
Coach.
I stay putting people on the spot. I don't preempt any of this. Okay, so all right. So let me get 2 more, y'all. Thank you, Rena. Who else?
I'll go, Coach Cass.
Come on, Michelle.
Hey, I loved. I mean, of course, I was there last year. That was my first time, and one of the reasons I wanted to be there, not only just joining last year, but I love seeing people operate in their purpose and so up close and so anointed. And I think I said this last year somewhere at one of the sessions, but when I saw how you ministered, if you will, to young ladies in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, and as well in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And I thought, man, that's a gift right there, to really just be able to pour into all of those ladies who are, those dynamic ranges and things like that. And I thought, yeah, I can follow a person like that. And for sure. And then, of course, when I got there, and then you had all of the speakers and all of the various object lessons that they had, which were so much fun to watch and so much fun to engage in that process, and the upbeat spirit and the fun that was there. And I really, really enjoyed the panel, the men's panel. And that was really, really good and very, very helpful and very touching. I still remember the word that I took away from that last year, and it's anchor. And I still hold on to that word. So it was just a lot of fun, a lot of time to kind of relax and just sit and just let people pour into me, so to speak, in an up close and personal way, because I'm so used to, I've been to several conferences in this sort of academic world that I've lived in for several years. And now that I'm retired, it takes a moment to just kind of make that shift, to just sit and relax and be comfortable with someone pouring into you. And so that's what I received last year, and I'm expecting more of that this year. I even reached out to a cousin of mine and was telling her about it. So I'm hopeful that she will be able to join us as well to the conference. So looking forward to it, and to meeting all the ladies again, the ones that I met last year and some new ones, of course, and it's going to be fun. Going to be fun.
Oh, that's exciting. Thank you, Michelle. I do remember that conversation. Was that like a late night conversation one night when we were hanging and kicking it in the lobby? You said that, and I felt like that unlocked something for me, right? It's amazing what others will see that you do not, right? So for you to point out that we had such a variety of ages, the most mature in the room, 78. I want to say the youngest in the room, about 22, right? And it's just like, wait a second, right? Do both have a place? And they did, right? So thank you, Michelle, for that. I appreciate you. And for your cousin, you better send her this link until it's going to expire in the next few minutes, okay?
I was trying to link the whole conference. I mean, the session tonight to send to, and I couldn't figure that out.
Oh. Well, this back then, but yeah.
Okay.
But you get, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead. I'm going to copy invite link and I'm going to drop it right here. Okay. So she could still make it in, just a little something. If she clicks on that, she could still make it in here if you drop her that link. Okay. All right.
Already.
I got you, girl. All right. Let me get one more. Okay. One more. Come on, Karen. Karen, you here? I feel like I saw Karen. She might be at church. Oh no, Karen's home.
Hi.
Hey, Karen.
Good to see you all. Yes, as a part of the Real Love Network, I just love being around Coach Cass and all of the ladies. And for those of you all who don't know her, what you see is what you get. There is no difference. She is real. She'll let you know, straight. She's gonna shoot it straight to you. So for me, Coach Cass, I just want to say that your guidance to me has been meant the world to me. You pushed me in ways that I wouldn't have been able to get there myself. And you believed in me, you've encouraged me. And that's the kind of thing that you'll get by coming to Wanted Woman Live and being a part of the Real Love Network. I love being in that environment because I was able to meet all of the ladies in person. We see each other throughout the weeks on Zoom, but it's just not the same. And then being, in the presence of all of the wonderful folks that you bring in, Jamal and Celeste, and of course, Andy and all of the other surprise folks you're going to have there. It's just wonderful. So if you haven't signed up, I encourage you to do so. You won't regret it for a moment. I mean, there's a life-changing ending that we had on last year. It was just wonderful. So I can't say enough about the reasons for coming. So come on, sign up now.
Sign up now. Thank you.
I know.
You look cute. Like you look rested. You've been resting.
Yes, I had knee surgery, so I had nothing
I
to do
know.
but I'll be ready.
I'm proud. You look
Yeah.
sprucey. You're looking good, girl. Yeah. I need some of that nap time though. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you, Karen. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna start sleeping before this thing. Okay, I'm gonna start sleeping before this thing. Okay, so I'm excited. Y'all done heard from people who came last year. Okay, who are coming again this year. A variety of ages. So for some of you, like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna see somebody in my age, right? So we done dispelled that, right? We got the men's that are coming. Jamal and Andy, yes, we're going to bring this men's panel back so you could ask the real deal Holyfield question to the men's, right? On Sunday, we do a beach release. It's a sunrise beach release. I know many people don't like to get up, including me, but I'm telling you, it is powerful. Rain or shine, we will do the beach release. And there's something powerful about releasing before you leave, right? So once again, you come in on Thursday, you leave after 1 on Friday, right? And so for those of you that have made a decision to join us, right? Let me know right now if you're in the middle of signing up, because once again, once I hit end on this Zoom, that their code with that their discount expires. Oh, Cecily, congratulations, sis. Yeah, come on, Cecily. Congrats on signing up. Now, Cecily, what made you say yes to Wanted Woman Live since you just signed up here? Congrats, Cecily. Congrats. Can you unmute your mic? Are you available? You don't have to
Hey,
turn
how
on
are y'all? How are y'all doing today?
Hey, sis, I'm so excited to see
Hi,
you.
I'm
It's been
good. It's been a lot of stuff going on, so it's been trying. Had a trying year, and so I was like, I need to try to make some kind of break. Plus, to see you and Andy, I haven't seen y'all in a while, so that's a big thing for me. And I did do the first one, so I know that it's got to get better with time, since the first one was good too. So that's how that works.
Girl. Now, I appreciate you, Cecily. Now, when Cecily's talking about the first one, she talking about the first one. We talking about like a decade ago when I did a thing at the embassy. Was it the Embassy Suites, Andy? What was that?
No. We did
Okay.
we did two. We did one at Embassy, and then we did the other one at the the hotel right not too far away from the Hilton. When we did the overnight stay. You have that picture on your thing.
Okay.
Go back.
Okay. I'm gonna go back in time. You know my brain.
Go back.
Coach Cass, it might be the one that was on off of US One, that hotel that we used to use off of US One, that close.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Listen, y'all better than me. I need to start taking my ginkgo, okay? My ginkgo biloba. But either way, Cecily, I appreciate you. You've been riding with us for over a decade.
I love y'all too.
I am so excited to see you. You don't understand how many times we've sent prayer, okay? Because I'm like, Cecily just fell off the face of the earth. So we are very excited to see and hug your neck, sis. Excited to see and hang with you.
I am
right?
back. I am back. I am back.
Definitely.
Welcome back,
I am
sis.
back.
Welcome back. All right. So for those of you that are still on the fence, this is the time where you can ask some questions, right? So we want to get these questions out the way for you. I want to make sure that we're getting all the questions answered, because at the end of the day, you need to be here, right? It's not a coincidence that you found your way on tonight to be here live, right? And if you're watching the replay, that's fine too. But I want to make sure that you're not missing out. So what are the things that are holding you back in your mind? Plane tickets are still good. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Plane ticket's still good to come down here, right? The hotel ain't bad, right? Stay on site. Why stay on site? Because you're able to be in the mix, right? And to be able to be fully immersed. Don't make other plans to see friends down the street and whatever else. Don't do it. Just be here, right? Just be here. Just be here. The Real Love Network is a private community where I support women in their love journey. And so we open that up, the availability for you to be able to join at Wanted Woman Live. So that's what all the ladies are talking about. That's kind of like how we support you throughout the year, because this event is amazing, but then what's next? So that's kind of like the what's next. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions coming up for you all? Karen said, forgot to say, love how you encourage us to set our intentions before we get there and then challenge us to release everything we need to leave behind before going home. Amen. Listen, if you're not intentional with the experiences, I know what it is to leave your house. Let me tell y'all something, right? So during this year, I signed up for a conference to go to by myself. And I tried to drag my husband, but he was like, no. I just knew that he was coming, but he said no, y'all. And so I was faced with this hard decision. Do I still go? Because it's easy for me to be me if I have like a wing person, right? Y'all understand that? Like for some of you, you grabbing your girlfriend, you need your girlfriend. So you feel okay with going into new crowds. So even though on every test I'm considered an extrovert, I felt really like, I don't know, who all gonna be there? Are they gonna talk to me? Is this gonna be strange? Like, is everybody gonna be weird and not talk to anybody? Am I gonna make any friends? Am I just gonna go home and cry in my room? Am I actually gonna go to this conference, or am I just gonna stay in the, hotel and go to sleep, right? Like, how many of you have ever had thoughts like that? Drop a me in the chat, right? Introvert, extrovert, ambivert, all the verts in between. Anybody ever felt like that before? Just dealing with what exactly is going on here. I'm going to tell you that this event, there is no red tape to speak to me at this event, right? Like I'm not walking around with bodyguards, right? This is one of those events where we are together. And if you know no one else, you know me, right? And I can tell you that you know Celeste, you know Jamal, and you know Andy, right? So you have at least 4 friends to hang out with at this event that you could feel like, okay, I know somebody, right? Because I know how that can be at times where you feel like, but this is a no judgment zone where you fully and accepted for who you are as you are, right? Where you are seen and you are heard. We have a saying within our community, I see you, I hear you. Because we are often unseen and unheard, and it's just not cool, right? It's just not cool. People don't be listening, sis. So this is a space where you could be seen and heard. So if you would like to enter a space where you could be cherished, where you could be loved on, where you could get away, where you can breathe, inhale, exhale, where you could party, you can dance, and you can release. Come on, setting new intentions, moving into this new season, what they call cuffing season, right? And all of the things, right? I'm going to tell you right now that if you want your next year to be your best year, you got to start from now, right? So when it comes to annual planning, right, y'all, they say October is the time to start your annual planning for the next year. So October is the time we do Wanted Woman Live so that you could get your love life in order for the next year. Even if you feel like your love life might be non-existent, or maybe you have an amazing dating life, or maybe you're in a great relationship. I'm going to tell you right now, all of it happens with intention, not by osmosis. So if you want to live a life of intention when it comes to the love that's in your life, to add to that, to up-level that, to break through in that, because there's always another level. There's levels to this. I say join us for Wanted Woman Live. Y'all got that? Okay. So here's the thing. So I just had some folks say, can you extend the code for 1 hour after this closes? So we can send it to our friends. All right, who here wants to send this to their friends for their friends to join us? So go ahead and drop a me. So I know, because we said I like to be a woman of my word, right? I like to be a woman of my word, y'all. I like to be a woman, a woman of my word. I like to be a woman of my word. So drop in the chat right now if you are in the middle of signing up, or if you would like to send this to a friend to sign up within the next hour, right? So let's go ahead and drop that. And so for those of you who have decided to join us, congratulations. I see many of you have already signed up. Abby, Carolyn, Karen, Michelle, Rakia, Renee, Ursula. I am so, so grateful. And for those of you that are still on listening and learning, so grateful for all of you, right? So what we will do is this code is going to expire when we close this here Zoom, but there is another code that we can provide for your friend. Okay, that's what we could do. So for those of you that have a friend, I see you. We will send you a different code, but it won't be the same amount. It won't be the same amount. Okay. So Veronica, Sonia, Charlenta, LaRonda, Kenyatta, DW, okay, Anne Marie. I want to say thank you guys for joining in and checking us out. And I know many of you came in late. So what I'm going to do is I am going to play this recap video one more time so you can see the vibes of last year. And if you say, you know what, I decided I'm coming, I will wait for you to close this Zoom. Otherwise, we are closing this out and we're going to say goodnight because sis is going to get a good night's rest. Okay. We're going to get a good night's rest tonight. Okay. All right. So let's see if I can do this correctly because the last time I could not get it right. Jamal, Celeste, Andy, is there anything else that you all wanted to say before I pop up this video?
Yeah, to those women, and I know I'm extending myself right now, Coach Cass, and I hope it's okay with you. But for those women that come, I'd like to invite them to my room just for a little bit. I did that at a conference before. It was really powerful. Just like to have a little intimacy. If you have some questions, I want to be able to invite you, come on to the conference. I want to invite you up and be able to ask me some questions and be able to get your whole heart healed while you're at the conference. So I'm just extending myself because I just feel like the Real Love Network, Wanted Woman Live is such an authentic place that I look forward to coming to after I sometimes do 7 clients, right? And so I just want to invite you all, come on, get here and come on up to my room. Let's have a conversation. That thing that's been kind of burning in your heart and you didn't know who to ask, and you can come and ask me. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there. We're gonna have a little space for it. Like a little
okay.
Special.
Downstairs.
You won't be able to fit in my room unless I have like the key palace. So it'll be a room, not my personal room, but it will be a room.
Right. gotta be careful, Celeste. Gotta be careful. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna share this video now. Thank you, Celeste. Thank you, Celeste. All right, so we're gonna share.
I'll just say this because just real quick. I know a lot of times when we have a conversation after Want a Woman Live, and we start recapping on the breakthroughs and the transformation that takes place, and the conversations that we have in the lobby, the energy that is in the room and how people don't even want to leave. One of the things that we always look back on is the only thing that we regret is that the people who should have been in the room did not get in the room, right? And so one of the things I would just say for those individuals, like you already know if this is the community for you, you already know if you want to get there to Want a Woman Live. And typically there's only one thing that's really holding you back at this point. It's something. It could be financial, it could be a spouse, it could be work, it could be, children, things related to life. I just want to make sure that you know it is worth you figuring those things out to get in the room so that you can get the thing that you need, the thing that you deserve, right? And I don't want you to be one of those people who, after the fact, you're looking at the videos, you're looking at the pictures or whatever, and you find yourself saying next year, right? Next year. No, not this time, right? Forget the whole next year thing. Get in the room this year. So do whatever you got to do, shift whatever you got to shift to get in the room so that you can get the thing that you need to get, right? And we look forward to being with you, to help you to do the work, to help you to get the transformation you deserve. And I can't wait to see all of you at Want a Woman Live in October in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Let's go.
I love it. All right, here we go. Hopefully you can hear the sound. Just drop in the chat that you can hear the sound for me, please.
Time to make room for love. High five your neighbor, say it's time.
DJ Tabla
of us have suffered. Have any of you suffered from this type of thinking? If only I was smaller. If only I was bigger, right? If only I was lighter. If only I was darker. If only. Can we take out the excuses and make them our stepping stones? What if we started to believe in our dreams as much as we did our nightmares? Oh, are my standards too high? Must he have all his teeth?
I don't have to settle.
Yes. Yes.
And so I'm just really excited because I can find someone that I love.
Here we go. We riding. We riding. What's your name?
Heartbreak.
All right, Heartbreak is still here. Oh, stop. Whew. Excuse me. It's time to go. All right, still stop. With all of these negative thoughts, they're riding on your bus. But here's the thing. Every bus has a bus stop. And it's time for you to tell them to get off the bus.
I am someone's answered prayer.
I realized 12 years ago that my picker was broke.
So I'm really just excited about being honest with myself, being in a safe space to do that.
I feel safe. I feel wanted. I feel loved. I feel like I'm in the right place.
In person is a totally different experience, getting to actually hug and hold the hands of these women here and connect with them, looking them in their eyes, not having that distance of the entire country between us. I feel really seen and I feel really loved and poured into.
I see you. Come on.
Hey. I am just so grateful for each and every one of you that have stayed on until the end. And I appreciate you coming to find out about an event that was laid on my heart that I brought to the world. And I thank you for all of you who've trusted enough in yourself to sign up for this event. So what I know is that it will be absolutely fun. You're going to learn something too. And all together, you're just going to leave with a big old smile on your face. So welcome to each and every person that said yes to themselves tonight.